Boom! There it is, ladies and gents. We're going to talk about posting daily. How do you do it? How do you do it every single day? Or how can you get it done for you every single day? Custom content for you, done daily. That's how you're going to build your brand. All right, let's jump into it. Here we go.
Shut up and sit down.
Is your business in need of customers? Then you found the right show. Hernan Cias is the business bro, and he makes getting customers fun and easy. Watch, listen, and learn as each episode is designed to sell. Welcome to another episode of
Business Bros. All right, ladies and gents, let's do this thing today. Posting daily. First of all, you all know you're supposed to do it. Everybody does, right? You're in business. You know you have to post every single day. You hear every big entrepreneur talk about it. You know you're supposed to. You go to any type of hoorah sales event. They're going to tell you you're supposed to post daily. But when it comes down to it, what do you say? What do you do? How do you get it done? How do you stay consistent? You have to post on all the platforms. Can you post on a few? How do you change it here and there? We got you. All right, let's figure this thing out together. Let me tell you, when it comes to advertising and school education, all these different types of things, I'm one of those people who, I'm not sure college is the best route for a lot of people these days, but education is a must. Like, you have to be educating yourself at all times. And there's something in this world that you love to do, something that you're passionate about, something that you're willing to dive deep in. And that's where the education pops in. See, I literally teach in a classroom, and it's difficult for me to get kids to do things that they do not want to do, right? Especially at the teenage years. I could force them. I could definitely get them down and sit down and do the work and be mean, but that's not my style. Like, I want you to buy in to this concept of learning. I want you to buy into this concept of, yes, if I post on a daily basis, this is going to begin to build my brand. If I post on a daily basis, people are going to start to see what it is that I'm doing. If I post on a daily basis, I might start attracting the type of people into my life that I actually want to attract. All right? Live your life by design. So let's get into this. Education is the most important thing. You need to post daily. Part of the education is doing the work. This is episode like 940 something. 940 times that we've gone on the air, that we have created a piece of content, that we have worked on to improve every single day. And I want to make sure that you understand it's taken a long time for me to figure out how to drop random videos like this.
Well, that's cool, baby. I mean, you know how it is.
To be able to conduct an interview, to be able to create a cool looking product. This is literally a business podcast. It doesn't feel boring like all the other ones, right? I mean, I don't know about you. Like, sometimes it gets really boring listening to some of the mindset stuff over and over and over again. Like, at some point, you got to shift your mindset and move forward. It gets boring sometimes listening to marketing books. It gets boring. I get it. I hear you all the time. I understand. Because at some point, consuming enough content, you got to start flipping the switch and become a producer. Take what you've learned and implement. Right now, I'm diving deep. I've been rereading this book over and over again. It's by this guy named Alex Hormozi. Right? Alex Hormozi, very successful entrepreneur, started in the gym space. And he has this book called $100 Million Offers. And in it, he lays out exactly how to structure a deal, an offer, essentially, that someone would feel stupid saying no to. Like, that's the idea in business. You want people to do work with you. They want to work with you. But if you create an offer where they work with you, but you get the short end of the stick, maybe you're doing too much work and not making enough money. Or on the other side, you're providing an amazing service and a client is absolutely happy and they feel like they're getting more in value than what you're charging them. Which one would you prefer? I mean, obviously the latter, right? So crafting this offer and figuring out what is it that I can offer my clients, you guys, what is it that I can offer you in the content creation space that provides a ton of value to you more than the cash that you're paying over to get the services, right? And so I'm thinking, what is it that you actually want? So when people come to talk to me about marketing stuff, the number one thing they want in one way or another is I need to post more content. I need to post more often. Like I know I'm supposed to. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. So what we've done is we created essentially literally a way for you to come on, the entrepreneur who maybe has zero confidence getting behind the camera, maybe has zero confidence in their voice. They don't like the way they sound. They're nervous wreck, but they know their business really well, right? They're good at what they do. Maybe they're a really good real estate agent or insurance agent or a contractor or a coach, whatever it is. Maybe you're really good at what you do, but creating this type of content is not really your thing. And that's where we step in. We have mastered the way that we interview people. When I sit down with a guest, I'm literally going to make you smile from ear to ear. Hopefully that's my goal. That's my intent. And get you talking about your business for at least 30 minutes, asking you great and very important questions that are like literally worth repeating.
You know, I've been saying it, Miguel. Huh? I've been saying it.
It's their messaging. They want to make sure that their messaging is on point. And so when we record this 30-minute session, I'm allowing you to talk about your business in a way that we can turn around and create content out of it. So if you sit with me twice a month, which would be 1 hour a month, twice a month, we sit down and have a 30-minute conversation, we will literally create current, custom content for you and your business, and we will post it on your social media platforms for you. You see, here's the thing. Social media it's you ever hear this saying that the internet is the super highway, right? The information super highway. Well, social media is a highway that you're literally going on as you tread through the lines. I like to, when you're driving on the freeway and you see the lines on the freeway, I feel like that's what we're doing when we're swiping. It's like next piece of content, next piece of content, next piece of content, next piece of content. And what really sinks into our mind is the repetition of seeing a particular brand or connecting with a message over and over again. You're not going to connect with a message one time. A viral video might help you get initial attraction, people to take a look at you. But if there's nothing there afterwards, it's just that one video, they're going to go away. Posting daily, documenting your story, what it is that you're up to, or creating a life by design is literally what you're doing when you're creating content. You're already doing certain things in your day. Right? You're already, for example, going to host an open house if you're a real estate agent. And that requires a bunch of things to get set up. You decide what day it's going to go. Maybe it's your listing. Maybe it's not. There's a communication with the agent there. What else happens? You have to organize what time frame you want. So you got to get goodies so the house looks nice. Does it need a cleaning crew? Hopefully not. You got to set the signs out. You got to decide how you want the traffic to flow. How did you set up the intake forms? All those different things to set up an open house are relevant, are important. You're driving up to the place. You could be creating content all day long. But I know from personal experience, when you're doing those things, the last thing you're thinking about is popping out your phone. Right? The last thing you're thinking about is what can I say in this situation? So maybe the idea pops in your head and you pull out your phone and you're going to say something you don't know. Well, what if we made it even easier? What if during those situations, all we ask you is to bring out your phone and kind of record what you're doing? Put it on a stand, just kind of record what you're doing. It's just B-roll. And then we take that, and in our 30-minute session, we talk about the different things that you did, and you tell me the process, and we run the B-roll behind the scenes of what you're talking about. And now we're creating beautiful pieces of content about what it is that you do, and it's being shared on your social media platforms for you. You're literally building your brand. We're building your brand as you create content on a regular basis. And it's not a big commitment because I'm not asking you to go buy a microphone. I'm not asking you to go buy a camera. You can do all those things. I'll definitely show you how you can. But I'm not asking you to do that. I'm not asking you to get a fancy setup. I'm not asking you to learn how to create digital assets. I'm not asking you to learn how to do video editing. I'm telling you, we have an option where we'll do all of that for you. Because what is it that you want? As a business owner, you want a marketing strategy that is putting you in front of your clients or potential clients or prospects or customers or however it is that you address the people who give you money for your product or service, right? Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. LinkedIn user. I wish I had your name on here because otherwise I'd be able to see this. But it says he's right. I did an interview with Hernan. It was fantastic. I would say that he rivals Oprah. Wow. Thank you. In his ability to make guests comfortable and able to speak easily about their passions. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. And the key to that is you already do that. When you're talking to a potential client or you're talking to anybody in your industry, there's a passion behind what you do. When I talk about marketing or I talk about podcasting or I talk about business, you can literally hear it in my voice on the podcast over and over again. My excitement, because that's what I love to learn about. That's what I love to talk about. That's what I'm doing every single day. And so taking that what you already are and who you already are and putting it out there, you're going to start to attract your tribe. And here's the thing. And here's what I want to come to grips with. One of the things I write in my journal all the time is I live my life by design. Right? I live my life by design. What does that mean? It means I'm creating everything around me, everything from who I listen to in the morning. Sometimes it's music, oftentimes it's audiobooks, and I'm trying to make myself better, right? I'm surrounding myself with people like Alex Hormozi, multi-millionaires, right? That I don't know in person, but I'm listening to them to make a connection, to learn, to be part of my inner circle. I mean, there's a lot of ways that you can start to encompass all these different aspects of your life to put them together. But if that just lives in you, like if all these things that you're doing, you're learning so many things, you're testing out so many things, you're writing it in your journal, but you never actually put it out in the public, nobody's going to know that you're good at that stuff. Like when it comes to creating content, people know I'm good at it. Why? Because I show up every day. You've seen the crappy episodes. You've seen the good episodes. You've seen the great pieces of content. You've seen the crappy pieces of content, but it didn't matter because every single time you swipe, there's a piece of content showing up. That's what you want for your customer base, right? And we can push it even a step further. The organic route is to give you the opportunity to create content. But organic reach, you all know, isn't the greatest. It just isn't anymore. It's actually on its way down. You want to create some cool content and get some good exposure right now, especially if you're jumping into the ad space, I would start learning about TikTok. That's where the up and coming stuff is going. This is where you create an organic piece of content that gets put in front of people who aren't necessarily people you know. That type of exposure is happening on TikTok. But on Facebook and Instagram, it's a little bit different. Your post isn't getting as far. I suggest on Instagram, use Reels. That's what seems to work for me. Not every Reel hits, but some of them are doing pretty good. And Facebook, well, it depends on the demographic. My Gen Xers, my boomers, my younger boomers, you guys are still there. So who is it that you want to speak to? Who's your ideal customer? Let's create something that revolves around giving them some information and the people that you want to work with. So I'll give you an example, right? Let's use James, for example. My brother, James, he's an insurance agent. Now, we wanted to make more content to help him grow his brand, to help him grow as an individual, meet new people, and build his network. And so we started doing the Insurance Bro Show. And it was cool. We met with a lot of insurance agents and we met some great people in the insurance industry. It just didn't give us the reach that we were looking for because the content was really insurance based and he's in the insurance space right now. But talking insurance all day isn't really what he loves to do. So we switched tactics and we designed a different show around a lifestyle choice that he has. It's called Practicing Polyamory because James is polyamorous. And then he loved what he was doing. And he was the insurance agent that was polyamorous. And he started to meet a lot of people in the space, people that he would like to connect with anyways, to hang out with, to have a beer with, to chill with, to have a conversation with, even if they're not doing business together. He's literally, by doing that, by shifting his show, his messaging, his content around what he finds important and branding himself as the insurance agent in this space, he's creating visibility for himself. Now that show started getting huge download numbers. It was really good. And that's what I want to show you guys, is that creating content for 30 minutes a session or two sessions for 30 minutes each, we can start designing a brand that you want to put out there. My brand, the Business Bros brand, you hardly know anything about my wife, my kids. I rarely post anything about them because I designed my life to have this brand here. So when you see me post, it's usually about mindset, or it's about my guests that have been on the show, or something I've learned in business. I'm designing the life that I want. This is what I'm creating. So when we design content for you, we can get a little creative. We can design a show if you want, a documentary. Maybe you want to do this for your family. That's great. Pick a topic and let's go for it. Creating content, it has to be some of your daily things that you're going to do, whether it's something that it's like a Saturday morning or it's work-wise. That's really the secret to creating content, is that it's part of what you do on a daily basis. And I know, every time I talk about doing it on a daily basis, in my mind, I always think of that, what people tell me about, well, I feel weird taking my phone out in public and talking to it. Or I don't like the way I look on camera. They both tend to be the same type of thing. Or I don't know if I can do this right now because they're in public. And I'm telling you that this is one of those things that you kind of just have to do, right? If you don't want to talk into the camera, then when you're at these particular situations, this is a perfect B-roll opportunity. This is where you take your camera and you don't face it towards you, but you record things that you're doing, because later on you can come back. We can do an interview, talk about those things, and now you have a piece of content that works. So creating clips and kind of thinking of them in chunks, that's definitely a helpful way, right? For me, one of the things that really bothered me at the beginning that I had to get by was editing. Video editing for me was not a thing I wanted to do. It was tough. And I would look at some of these great pieces of content that people were making, and they have a lot of cutscenes, right? So when you're watching the show right here, right now, this is just one scene. There's no change that happens. When I have a guest on, I can switch the screens, and I do that to maintain some of the attention so you can watch the whole thing through. But what we do is we do use nice little movie clips.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
We wanted to do that when we first started doing video podcasting, to be able to do cool stuff like that. But it would have required us to finish the recording, go back, find clips that we would like, insert them into the video, create an entire episode, export it from the software, take it, then go and upload it to, it was just a lot of work. So we didn't do those things. But we find ways as we work through this creating content mystery, right, that other people are doing things. And as I learn the way other people do things, I kind of take, that's a cool little strategy. I'm going to take that little piece, I'm going to implement it. That's a cool little strategy. I'm going to take that piece and implement it. And now we have something that's a little more live stream. And this is one of the things we do when we're doing our conversations with people who want to launch a podcast. I love to talk about StreamYard, because I can literally show you how quick and easy it is for someone to create a show that you could syndicate to Facebook, to Twitter, to Twitch, to LinkedIn, to YouTube, for that 30-minute piece of content or that 15-minute piece of content. Or maybe you want to just do quick little 5-minute tips, and that's okay. They still go out to all those different platforms. But you're doing it from one spot. And we're showing you how to do it so that you don't have to go back and do the editing afterwards. You can, but we teach you how to put on a show live that is entertaining, that's fun. And anybody can do it solo. Having a co-host is great, but producing a show by yourself with some quality, now that takes some time, some lessons, but we got you. You can do this type of podcasting solo.
I wasn't aware that was something a person could do.
And look, if you don't like it, yes, you could take it down. If you mess up, yes, you could remove the posts, right? You could do that. You could go to your YouTube channel and make them private. But I encourage you not to. You see, whether the piece of content is amazing, goes viral, and gets millions of views, or it's not so great and gets a couple hundred views and mom gives you a thumbs up only, it doesn't matter. You see, you're posting content that is creating a digital paper trail, if you will. This is the long tail effect. Every piece of content that you're putting out is throwing your content in relevant hashtags. It's throwing your content into the social media feed as a searchable piece of content. It's showing up on Google searches as people start to look for you and your name and what is it that you do. This is the long tail effect. And I didn't realize how cool it was until, if you want, Google my name. It's right there at the bottom, Hernan Cias, or Google Business Bros. And look at the cool stuff that shows up on Google. Here's where the imposter syndrome for me starts to set in. The fact that I've been able to post content every single day. Okay, yes, I've been able to do that. That's great. But when people try to search and they look up my credibility by doing a Google search, I feel at least this is the response I get. I feel like they're putting me on a pedestal that I don't feel I deserve. Now, oftentimes they'll argue otherwise, and I can argue the other side as well. Yes, it was a lot of work. Yes, we did put in the time. Yes, we do put content out on a massive scale. But then what happens is they're going to think, I can't. You are awesome. You're amazing. You did 940 episodes. Yes, your Google searches are great. That's awesome. But it won't work for me, is what I hear. I couldn't possibly do that. There's no way I can post every day. There's no way I can post on every platform. But yes, now I'm telling you there is. I'm telling you that I've put in the work. I'm telling you that we've found systems and ways to create fun-looking content. I'm telling you that it really only requires 1 hour of your time. And you can have 30 days of content done for you. Oh, did I mention they were custom branded, by the way? So like when you send me your logos, when you send me your artwork, we're going to create some custom stuff just for you. Branded just for you. Has zero to do with the Business Bros. You won't see my little, where's he on this side, right? These guys, these little logos. You won't see any of my UIs. Nope. All your stuff. Branded for your stuff. And we try to design them in a way so that every time you're posting stuff, we're also asking for those famous words, the subscription, the thumbs up. But more importantly, we want them to contact you. We want them to be part of your network. So when you work with us, last little piece of the puzzle here is, how are people going to find you? Yeah, you can use a Calendly link or something like that, but you're not gathering all the data. We love to create a funnel for you. And it's very simple. It's a booking page for those of you who've been a guest on our show. And if you haven't, go to businessbros.biz and let me show you what I'm talking about. Because putting out the content is amazing. It's going to do wonders for your brand. Putting out and practicing putting out content with your face and your voice, you're going to get so much more confident because you're going to get over those fears of what you look like, what you sound like. We're going to help you do that. If you want to push your content in front of people organically, we're definitely doing that part for you. And we can even push it with the paid ads part. Yes, for sure. But there's so much more. I mean, I forgot. We're talking about the long tail effect, right? This is the long tail effect. This is things that are sitting on the internet for a long time. You're developing your brand, your searchability, your credibility. Oh, like I can't wait for you to see all these different things. And the cherry on top has to be the funnel creation. Look, marketing is great. It's getting your message out, but are you collecting name, email, and phone number? Because on the organic reach in TikTok, that's cool, but that's also going to go away and it's going to start costing more and more, just like it did in Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, we can do paid ads to push your content in front of people, but here's the marketing secret that you got to understand. That is all paid traffic or earned traffic. As Russell Brunson puts it in Expert Secrets, you want to own your traffic because that's where the longevity is. Owning your traffic on the one sense is, yes, gathering name, email, and phone number. But on the second side, it's building a community of people around you that love to do the thing that you do, as evident by the following on your social media. Because you're putting yourself out there. You are collecting name, email, and phone number of people that know, like, and trust you, which means it increases the value of each person that's interacting with you, especially each person that is in your database, because they're more likely to buy from you. So if posting daily wasn't enough, working with us, we give you the opportunity at 1 hour a month, 2 30-minute sessions. We post content for you daily, making sure that you become visible, incredible. We create your landing page and your funnel so you can get people booked on your show, make it look really nice, or booked to have interviews if you're going to do an interview show, to collect name, email, and phone number. And we got you the ability to do paid ads. That's it. That's the formula. It's very simple. Create a nice offer, something that people would feel stupid saying no to. Create content around that. Put your message in front of people. Sell your product or service. Which phase are you in? I mean, one of those, you're in that phase for your business at some point. Maybe you have an idea, you don't have an offer yet. Maybe you have a great offer and you don't have no marketing yet. Maybe you have the offer and you started developing some content, but you need to push in front of more people. That's your paid ad spot. Like, where are you in your business cycle? Let's have a conversation. Businessbros.biz. Look, if you want to test it out, you want to know what it's like for us to create content with you, I urge you to go to businessbros.biz and sign up for one of our podcasts. You can jump on the free one. Yeah, it books out, but jump on the free one and literally we will walk you through an episode live and help you create 30 days of content. Simple as that. Or literally just go watch any of our previous episodes. Each of them is designed to create content for other people, for the people, the guests that come on our show. So give us a shot. It's free. If you don't like the experience that you have with the Business Bros, then no worries. Cool. I hope you enjoyed the content and be on your merry way. But if you do like the way we create content, if you do like the experience with us, then let's have a conversation, see if we're a good fit and we can go from there, right? You know, posting daily is going to get you there. You know, creating content is going to push you in that direction. You know, marketing is going to get you there. You know, you have to do it. And today's a good day to start. Businessbros.biz. We'll see you guys again mañana. Peace. And we're out.
Thanks for watching The Business Bros. If you're ready to get more clients and want to work with The Business Bro, visit our website, www.businessbros.biz, and click on the Need More Customers button, or learn how to generate more referrals with our video testimonial packages. Go to www.businessbros.biz.